Hey guys, it's Schnick again, back for the Nintendo pickups of this super long pickup video. So first, I wanted to show you this Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch that I just picked up. Do a really quick unboxing. So now, don't mind me as I open this sucker up. Got a nice box here. Ooh, colors. Ooh, let's show that off. Check out peep that out, man. Ooh, nice and teal and mint green. Let's see, we got the nice Joy-Con right there, mint green back, kind of whitish color, I guess. Then we got the nice blue right there, and then white on the back. Boom. Got the switcherino right here. Pop that sucker out. Not much to see there. Got the nice logo on the back. Nintendo Switch. Don't lose that. Boom. Got HDMI cable. Boom. Power cord. Don't care about that. Let's get to the dock. Okay, so we got the side ends of the controller with a nice green looking thingamajigs there. This one's got blue. You can mix and match. You can match it blue with blue, green with green, or opposites. And the only thing left, my friends, is the beautiful, magical dock. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba. Not much to see here, though, guys. Ooh, the plastic feels a little bit nicer than the original. But there it is. Not much to see there. So, since I just picked up a Switch, I've been playing some Switch with my girlfriend as well. I had to pick up a few Switch games over the last few months. First one, anniversary present, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So now, what do I think about this game? I was skeptical of it. It's Gen 1, but it's pretty much a mix between Pokemon Go, which I didn't really enjoy that much, although I played it for a little bit, and modern Pokemon. It actually does it pretty well. I was really worried about having to catch Pokemon instead of fight them to level up and things like that. But it actually works out pretty well, and the character models look really, really good on finally a home console slash handheld version. And yeah, really enjoyed this actually, and I'm looking forward to playing more of that. The next few games I've just been slowly picking up because I knew I would eventually get a Switch, so I had to pick up some good deals. Got this from Square Enix on their deal, their Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Final Fantasy 12, Zodiac Age. Already own this, but huge Final Fantasy fan. I gotta get whatever I can. It's cool to have Final Fantasy on Nintendo again. I don't know, I had to pick it up. Next two are imports. Switch is region free, so you can get whatever you want for games. And Japan and some other regions always get really cool things that we never get. So the first one is this one is a collection of the first 3 Dragon Quest games on one disc or one cartridge. It's an Asian version, but you can play in English, I believe. I never played the first 3 Dragon Quest games / Dragon Warrior. Always wanted to give it a shot. Just played Dragon Quest 11, loved the crap out of it. So just had to pick it up. It's just a really cool thing too. Even the cover is like, if you check that out, there's a lot of glare here, but just really cool. Just 3 little panels that all show the first 3 games. Had to pick that up. Next one's kind of in the same vein. I believe this one is a Japan release. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8 on one cart. 2 of my favorites of all time. Right there, one cart. Love my boy Squall, Final Fantasy 8. Cloud, Final Fantasy 7. Really freaking good games. We didn't get this in the US, of course, but had to pick that up. Super cool physical version. Love it. Alright, the next thing I have here is we have a few DS games and a few Game Boy Advance games I've been picking up. Oh, and a few 3DS games. Let's do 3DS first. Alright, so 3DS. First thing we got, Five Below had a bunch of good deals on some 3DS games. One, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. Now with Animal Crossing coming out on Switch, this is kind of hyped up. It comes with the Meebo Card, which you can get certain villagers to join your town. Don't know too much about this one. I believe you just design a room and put a bunch of stuff in it, and you can use the amiibos, so I don't know much. But $5, had to pick it up, so add that one to the collection. And the other thing, we got another $5 one from that same Five Below, Yokai Watch. Kind of Pokemon-esque, capture a bunch of things, Digimon. I believe there's 3 of these. It was really popular in Japan. Just looked really, really fun. Heard good things. Never played it yet, but it's open. I'm ready to play it. Just haven't got around to it. All right. Next 3DS game. Again, the third one that we got from Five Below was Zelda Triforce Heroes, which is a 3DS game, which can be 4 players, and you run around and you do some stuff and you customize your outfits. Don't know much about this one. I don't even know if you can... I thought that this was like an online only game, but I think you can play... Well, it says you can do couch co-op if you have another DS, and you only need 1 person with the actual game, which is pretty cool. Throwback to some older games. But yeah, there you go, 32 dungeons. Had to pick that up. My girlfriend got me this game. Don't know too much about it. Dream Trigger 3D. Looks kind of like interesting shooter for 3DS. 3D functions probably pretty cool on it. Unfortunately for me, I can't really do the 3DS or the 3D on the 3DS. It hurts my eyes. But definitely check it out. Kind of an underrated game. I don't know much about it, but I'm sure it can be good. The last 3DS game I picked up over the past few months, Final Fantasy Explorers. Again, Square Enix pickup, $5. Cloud is literally on the back of this game. I think this is kind of like that Zelda game I just showed, where you got some dungeons you can do co-op play and just beat up some enemies. Maybe Diablo-like, I don't know. Next few DS games. One I've been looking for a really, really, really long time, Monster Hunter DS. Became really, really hard to find. I'm not sure why. Then recently on eBay, I've been seeing lots of copies going for pretty cheap, actually. But couldn't find it for the longest time. Finally got a complete copy off a guy on Instagram. This one, Monster Hunter, or not Monster, I keep saying it again. Monster Rancher. Mostly Monster Rancher games. With the discs, you'd put in random discs and you'd get different monsters based off the data that was coded on the disc. This one, you actually get to draw a monster, and then whatever doodle you draw, it turns it into a monster and you get it. So that's actually really cool. I didn't think that that's how this game worked, but it does. Really cool. Looking forward to jumping more into that later. This was a thrift pickup. Random DS games. Love to collect on the DS. So much random crap. Interesting crap, non-interesting crap. You never know. Found this at thrift store for like $5 brand new. Where's the actual name for it? Treasure Adventures. Treasure Adventures. Made by Craze Entertainment, which makes kind of crappy games. It's just a coloring book. You can do some puzzles. But the cover is actually pretty interesting looking. And I don't know. It was sealed. Had to pick it up. Boom. And then the last one, another game I've been meaning to pick up for a long time. Never got around to it. Still haven't played it. But had to have it. One of my favorite series of all time, Blue Dragon. There's 2 DS games. And I believe this one is supposed to be a sequel or something, but it's like a strategy game, strategy RPG. I don't know. It looks really cool. Just haven't got around to playing it, but would love to play it. Then we got 4 Game Boy Advance games. 2 are nostalgic and 2 go together in one series. First nostalgic. This was a game when I was a kid. I claimed it was my favorite game of all time. Gex 3 Game Boy Color. I don't know what it was. I really enjoyed Gex. This was like the first one I ever played. It had this crazy password system where you had to obviously write all your passwords down. I remember back in the day, I just had all these pieces of paper with random levels written on it. And me and my brother actually got through, I think, almost the entire game. Probably like 10 out of 11 levels, which is nuts. I don't know. I just love the aesthetic design of Game Boy Color boxes. You can get this game for pretty cheap. It was like $20. It's completely sealed. For the personal collection, you had to have it on the shelf, brand new. Boom, got it. Mission accomplished. The second game that I have like that I had to pick up was, this seems weird, but Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban on Game Boy Advance. This game is basically a JRPG. Really fun. Not too difficult, but really, really fun. And I would definitely recommend you pick it up for JRPG fans, Harry Potter fans alike. Give it a shot. Again, from my childhood, so I had to pick that up. Then the next 2. the most underrated series of all time, JRPG wise. That's never getting a remake, hopefully. But well, I don't know. Put the first 2 games on one cartridge, put it on Switch. Golden Sun. Really, really good game made by Camelot, I believe it's called. JRPG, you get these little djinns. They have elemental powers. You can use them to summon, do all this different stuff. Attacking, just with melee, you got really cool weapons that give elemental effects. I don't know, puzzling, like there's all kinds of crazy stuff. This game, I got to the last dungeon or last puzzle in the game, couldn't ever solve it, even using the internet when the internet first came out. Never could beat it. Gotta go back and play this. Freaking love this game. Comes with a map. Now, just a little bit later, let's see if we can figure out how much later. This was 2001, this was 2001 to 2003, so just a little bit after. We had the second game, Golden Sun and the Lost Age. Also a really, really good game. Played this as a kid as well. Didn't get as far, but also gameplay-wise is very, very similar. Puzzles, RPG, boom. Both really, really worth it. Now, Nintendo, please be watching. And just like that other Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, you combine it like this, make it into a Switch game, boom, you'll sell a bunch of copies. Okay? Thank you guys for checking out this Nintendo pickup. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like this video, comment on what your favorite game is for Nintendo that you picked up recently. What games did you like that I picked up? And be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out more content over the years. Peace out. Your boy Schnicks is out.